What up, nerds? My name is Leslie Smith. Welcome to the Nerdy Narrative. This is a little channel I use to share with all of you about all of the things that I am reading and all of the genres that I read in hopes of helping you find your next read. Today, I am going to do the Robin Hobb book tag. This is an original tag that was created by my friend Stephanie over at Miss Richards Reads. There is a whole pack of us that are dropping our versions of this tag today, such as Stephanie from Miss Richards Reads, Angela from Literature Science Alliance, Nico's Book Reviews, and Andrew's Wizardly Reads. I will have all of these channels and their videos linked below. Please check those out, and without further ado, let's jump on into this tag. Prompt number 1, the skill. Favorite magical ability. I really had to think hard about this one, but I finally decided I would love to have the skill of an Orogene from the Broken Earth trilogy world. I just found it fascinating. It was so unique. It was so different. And I just feel that it would make sense to have the kind of magic that was connected to the earth, moving the earth, doing things with the earth. I just felt it made the most sense logically, and I love nature. I love the beauty of nature. I love being outside, and it just made sense for me to choose that one. Prompt number 2, fits. A book that made you cry. For this one, I chose The Dark Tower, which is from the self-titled series, The Dark Tower. There was so much emotion wrapped up in this one, saying goodbye to these characters forever. You can never go back and read it again for the first time, no matter how much you wish you could. It was such an emotional journey. I was so invested. I love the people in this series. And so it made me cry for many different reasons. It wasn't just a random tear-jerking moment. Like, I have a lot of those. You know, I'll read about a side character maybe that got killed in a tragic way or too soon, in my opinion. But this one was different. This one had tears of joy, tears of sadness, tears of bereavement, just a lot of different emotion that was heartfelt, that will be with me forever. Prompt number 3, fool, which I should stop and say, for those of you who have not read The Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb, all of these prompts are based off characters from The Realm of the Elderlings. So prompt number 3 is the fool. Friendship or friend group. Again, I had to go with the book from the Dark Tower series. I picked the Drawing of the Three because that is where we meet our quartet, our characters that are of the found family, which I stand by what I said. When I first read this series, I said the characters that formed the quartet were the best found family trope out there in book existence. I stand by that. I just don't know that there will ever be a friend group that will top the one in this series. Prompt number 4, Althea. Favorite protagonist. I had to go with Harry Dresden. I love Harry. I relate to Harry. Harry is so funny. He's smart. He's super intelligent, very clever, but he has such a wry sense of humor. His sarcasm is just right up my alley. And Harry's just one of those old school who believes that he should always come to the rescue of a damsel in distress, even though she's extremely dangerous and might kill him immediately upon reaching safety. He just definitely fits in this noir genre, and I love him. Definitely one of my favorite protagonists. Prompt number 5, Ophelia. Favorite sassy character or funny book. And I actually went with a favorite book that has a favorite sassy character, and that is Words of Radiance. And the character I'm thinking of is Shaylin, but also Wit. Both of them are super sarcastic and funny. This one, we spend a lot of time with Shaylin, and she is absolutely hilarious. The most I have ever laughed in the Stormlight Archives came with Words of Radiance. It was so fun. I laughed so much. You know, every time I think about this series, I have to think about this book because I always laugh, because I remember the moment that she is talking with a shard bearer. He wears shard plate. Shard. But she happens to ask him, just out of curiosity, like, when you're out doing these battles and you're wearing shard plate, which fits together and locks together during battle, like, what do you do when you have to go to the bathroom? And he's like, I just go inside my armor. And I just automatically started calling it shark plate after that. And I just cannot think of this series without instantly thinking shark plate and laughing. And I just felt Shaylin was so relatable because those are the questions we would ask, guys. I mean, honestly, I know I would. Prompt number 6. The 6 Duchies. Favorite magical world or setting? One of my favorites I have been in has come recently in The Mask of Mirrors. I love this Venetian-inspired society, this world. It is absolutely beautiful. Not just the setting, but the way that society conducts itself, its manner of dress, the mask that they wear to go to certain events. I want to be here. I want to be in this world so bad, and I can't wait to go back. I'm doing a reread of this in November in preparation for book 2 coming out in early December, and I cannot wait. Prompt number 7, Night Eyes. Favorite animal companion. This prompt I've actually had come up in recent tags, and it is still Oi from the Dark Tower series, and I'm so sorry. You guys are going to hear about the Dark Tower for a long time from me. I apologize in advance, but if you haven't read it, you should read it and find out why I love it so much. If you've read it, you already know. Prompt number 8, Brashon. Favorite love interest. And again, another favorite book, so you're going to hear about it a lot. And the love interest, I don't have just one. There are so many different love interests between characters in this book, and I love them all. Like, these authors, the team that make up M.A. Carrick, just make these characters all so attractive, so sexy, but without all of the smut. It's so hard to describe, but I promise you it is worth reading to find out for yourself. Just the art of removing a glove or a mask is just, it's gonna have you breaking out in a sweat, I tell you. Prompt number 9, Kyle. Favorite villain. So I went with, I'm holding up the blade itself, but really, I mean, the entirety of the First Law world is full of great characters and villains. Even though you love them, they're still bad people, but you love them anyway. I mean, I really can't just pick one, but one that I would love to pick would completely be a spoiler if I mention it, because when you meet him, he is not the same as how he ends up. And then twists again. So I just can't say. But if you've read this series, I will demonstrate a visual of which character I mean. Prompt number 10, Kenneth. Character or book you love to hate. I'm going with Battleground by Jim Butcher. I don't like this book. I don't like what happened in this book. And I was just going to let it go at that, but it turned into quite the hilarious joke due to Alan from the Library of Alexandria. So now I laugh every time I think about Battleground. I'm still unhappy with what happened, but now I have to laugh about it because Alan just turned it into a huge joke. He loves to tell people how much I love this book, and they believed him. And so I had to actually finally film a video talking about why I did not like this book, so people would understand. I do not like Battleground, but it makes me laugh. So, prompt number 11, Vivacia. Favorite character that is a sentient object. Come on, guys. I have the tattoo. Nightblood from Warbreaker. My favorite sentient object. It is a sword, and he was created to get rid of evil, but because he is a sentient object, not human, he doesn't understand that everything isn't evil. And his line when he talks to people is, do you want to destroy some evil today? Well, that's not quite what happens when you take him up. Oh man, he is such a delight, but he is so dangerous. Guys, If you haven't read Warbreaker, it's currently a standalone. This will be turned into, I believe, a trilogy at some point once Mistborn has been completed. I highly encourage you read this one, especially if you ever are planning to read Stormlight, because they tie in together. Such a great book. Such a great sword. And the final prompt is to tag some friends. So now I have to think of friends other than those that have already done this tag with me today that would like to do it. I know some people that have read The Realm of the Elderlings, but they're not channels that do tags. So I'm going to go with, I don't believe Jimmy Nuts from the Fantasy Network does tags as a rule, but I know he loves The Realm of the Elderlings. So I'm going to tag Jimmy anyway, just in case. I'm also going to tag Jake Bishop because I know he loves Realm of the Elderlings. And I think he does the occasional tag, so I might be able to sneak him into this one. And then for my third person, I'm going to tag Ramsey from the channel Rajathon because I know he is either almost done with the Realm of the Elderlings or he's far enough along that he would be able to definitely enjoy doing this tag. So those are the three I'm going to tag. I hope you loved this one today. I was so excited when Stephanie shared this with me today because the Realm of the Elderlings is the next big series I'm about to kick off. I've read Assassin's Apprentice and Ship of Magic, which is the first book in the first two trilogies. So I am going to complete the series starting next year in January. So more on that because we are going to do a read along. So if you're interested in reading it for the first time with us or rereading, keep your eyes peeled for an update on that on the channel. Guys, thank you so much for watching today. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic rest of your day and I'll see you in the next one.